PCRadioLive.com.
Oh, you want some toast?
Toast and coffee in here.
Yeah.
The tea at? I want some cream and sugar in mine.
Because I'm raspy.
Hey, man, PCRadioLive.com. Good morning, y'all. It's Poochman. It's Burnt Toast and Coffee Morning Show. Hello, world. Happy, wow, Family Soul Ash Wednesday today.
Oh.
Yes, yes. As promised from the timelines last night, Kindred the Family Soul's in the building. Yes. What's been up with Kindred?
Oh, man.
Family Soul.
Well, we got a new album out there right now. Our 4th CD is called Love Has No Resession. It's got a lot of great guests on it, from Snoop Dogg to Chuck Brown, Raheem DeVaughn, Bilal, Lady Alma, who else? Who am I missing? A lot of people's on the record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people came through and helped us with that. You know what I mean? We appreciate that. We out here running around touring. We just started a media company in Philly. We're working on a play. We doing a lot of stuff, man.
Yes.
Raising a bunch of kids. We working, man. We're trying to be productive.
I like that. Now, are we still Hidden Beach music, or is
No,
it
we're not
totally
Hidden
Kindred?
Beach, man.
Kindred.
We're not Hidden Beach any longer.
Okay.
No, we left Hidden Beach.
We left Hidden Beach. And it's amicable. It's all good. It's no drama.
Right.
It's all love, because this is Kindred you're talking to. We don't do that. But yeah, we're on a new label, Purpose Records. They partner with Shineke, and that's who put out our 4th album. You didn't mention, well, we're actually working on the 4th season, but we have a web series too.
Yeah.
So we are on the 4th season of that now.
6 is it.
6 is it, which is about the fact that we have 6 children, and that's it. No more after
What's
that.
that like? I have one child. What's that like?
What's that, raising 6 children?
Harder than yours.
Because my one daughter, she only like 3 kids. So.
I mean, you know, it's hard. It's not an easy job. But I think just with everything, if something is your reality in your everyday, it stops being hard after a while. It is. It's just what you do.
It's your responsibility.
And, you know, it doesn't really seem hard till other people come around and they're like, damn.
Right?
Like, you know, then it becomes like, oh wow, I guess I do that. You know what I mean? But you know, our grandmothers, you know, they did
15 kids.
11 kids.
Yeah.
And they have no internet.
Hey, we're gonna get into my favorite Kindred song. I know they got some new bangers. I'm taking them home today, but we gotta get into my favorite joint. They know what it is. I sing it to them wrong every time I see them. It's Kindred, the Family Soul, live on Burnt Toast and Coffee. And we're not too far away from you, world. We're real close. Here's Far Away, a classic on PCRadioLive.com. Good morning. What's the movement here? We are Team Zuckerberg. I am your Zuckerberg boy. The P-double-O Poochman, slugger sliding with the warden and sexy Cindy. And we've been blessed on this Ash Wednesday. The Lord, He's an awesome God, I tell you, because Kindred, the Family Soul, is in the building live. Wow.
Shout out to Bilal and BJ the Chicago Kid too on that record with us. We appreciate that love.
Now we played a Snoop joint. Was that like some young producer did like Jaleel Beats do that and just place that on YouTube, or was that like solidified in the studio with you and Snoop?
That's funny because, you know, Snoop has a radio show that he, I think, promotes on Twitter and stuff like that.
Big up.
Wake and Bake show, and we had heard that he had been playing our music on there. Like,
Stars.
he really liked our song Stars, and you know, a lot of our music, and but he had been playing this record on his show and like playing it repeatedly. And so I checked it out and I seen it, you know what I mean, and seemed like a little bit after that people was asking us like, well, who would you really want to work with? Who would you want to work with? So that kind of like was fresh in our mind, but also just like Snoop always had this real affection for soul music, and that's been pretty obvious about him since the very beginning of him coming out. You know, like his song with the dramatics, it's a doggy dog world and all that. You know, he's always really been into soul. So when we reached out to him, you know, when he was like, you know, who would you want to work with? We reached out to him and we sent him a couple of tracks, 2 tracks. Actually, the tracks was done by Steve McKee and Adam Blackstone, 2 Philly producers here who really strong. And he listened to that record. It was only at that time like the hook and verse on it, and he was like, yo, I really want to get on this.
Nice.
He got on it. Like a couple of weeks later, vocals just showed up.
That's a hit. That's what he said.
He did say that.
We're trying to hold him to it.
He said, well, now, Ace, was he passing you the blunt or the joint saying that's a hit?
I didn't know he was going to do that on the phone, but, you know, it was a phone conversation. conversation, but I guess he kind of like, I guess, what is the word? In his heart, I guess he was
absolutely, absolutely. You guys were smoking in.
We weren't smoking, man. What are you talking about?
They weren't. Snoop was burning toast.
Absolutely, all the time. I'm scared of his toast.
Burnt toast is?
Yeah, well, hey.
Don't give it up. Don't give it up, man.
How do you guys remain to continue to be relevant?
Ooh, I got the answer to that. Thing about it is that what I realized earlier this year is that people are never going to stop falling in love. People are never going to stop having families. People are never going to stop connecting with one another on some level. And because early on we were true to that experience and just spoke on it when a lot of people didn't, it didn't necessarily garner us being #1 on the pop charts. But what it did do was it touched people, and so that never goes away. So our fan base is not just people who like our music, but people who are touched by it. So that experience is just ongoing. So people who are not fans of our music now because they're 15, see, they gonna be 25.
Right.
And they gonna be 35.
Kind of like I'm a fan of the Delphonics and the old Motown sound.
Right.
Because I heard it so much in the house, and now I'm like, wow, I remember the song, but
you love it.
Yeah, I don't want to YOLO every day.
Grow into it.
Yeah,
grow into it.
But even more so, it's just about the experience. And if your experience mirrors the music, then that's why you like it. You understand what I mean?
Like the time me and my wife, you know, I went home and was like, wifey, Dion, you gotta see this new group, yo, they're a married couple, and I went down to the delis, and y'all even performed even liver than the 5 spot. And she walked away like, yo, you were right, D, they the bomb, you know what I mean?
Right. And then y'all went home.
Right.
Years or just seasons? I don't know if seasons turn into years, but it's been a couple of years we've been doing it. We really just started doing it from that whole question that people always ask. It's kind of like this interview. How do y'all do that? How do y'all stay together and have 6 kids and be running around the country and making music and da-da-da? And it's just like, we kind of tell you that in an audio form, you know, with the music, but you don't get an opportunity to see that per se. So like we kind of turn the camera on ourselves, and I always kind of call it a moving photo album of our family, as opposed to like a big photo shoot or somebody coming around and videotaping us and what have you, and then we're acting for the camera. It's like, you know, it's my, you know, if I pull out my camera right now and I take this moment of what we're doing, it's like, it's from our vantage point. You know what I mean? We edit it, you know what I mean?
No producers in your ear.
There's no producers, there's no like, we need it loud, we need y'all to act crazy. We just try to show the genuine moments of what's happening in our lives.
So how do you feel about the fact that 15 was 15 minutes late being here?
Yeah, producers. That's how it works. Now, are you guys fans of reality television? Because, you know, 60%.
I mean, reality TV is everywhere. So, you know, like, when you say fans, you know.
I mean, top 5 reality shows you guys watch. Is it TV? Come on, Asia.
It's usually music based. Like, it's not. It's not exciting. I like So You Think You Can Dance.
Nice.
And
are you in Atlanta Housewives?
What's the Stars? The
Dancing with the Stars.
Right.
He likes all that.
What about the more
Atlanta Housewives?
cliche stuff?
Yes, I've watched it, and yes, they've had some good moments, and they've had some embarrassing ones. Let's just keep it real.
Right.
I mean, but the thing about it is that the thing that I feel about all of it is that if you can create a lane for yourself, good for you. You know what I mean? That's fine. But we do have to think about things, you know what I mean? As a people, we have to think about what we're doing here. We gotta be real.
I didn't even tell you this, but the producers of the Housewives just sent me an email the other day.
Fatine is great.
They wanted to do the show. They wanted to, you know, get involved in that show. It's just interesting.
I mean, it's cool. I will say this much. I don't watch, I'm gonna tell you when I stopped watching, because I watch all the reality shows. I stop watching when a fight goes down. If I see black women fighting, you just can't get my watch no more.
You know? Now we got some Twitter questions because we are here to give Twit City a voice.
Twit City?
Up, Twit City.
At GM_Dini DINI says, ask them what kept y'all making the same good realistic music and not crossing over. That's a good question.
What kept us making? I mean, we just trying to be authentically us. You know what I mean? Continue to be the people that we were when we began. It's not that we don't want to, you know, do other things or things outside of our comfort zone, which I think that we've also tried in different ways, but we just try to remain what people love us for and what they know, what they've come to know us for, you know what I mean? And it's what we feel the most comfortable with, it's what we know best, you know, we want to do our very best in our own lane.
Also, too, a watch pot never boils. If you try to cross over, you never will. The best crossover opportunities have happened when people just did something that was dope
and then it
just crossed over. So, hey, you know, but we're happy with the fan base we have. They're awesome.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Kindred's here. They're going nowhere. We have one more break with them, and then, wow, you gotta love the Philly love. We spent all our budget yesterday on Neo and Jeezy performing live. But Fatine and Asia said, you know what? We're going to bless y'all with a live performance before they walk up out the door.
Hey, that Neo and Jeezy was...
serious, right? Yo, with the Roots, they better sell that.
All of that in here?
All of that in here.
Right there on the stage. You see the stage?
Move the trash can. The problem is the people don't see the stage. This thing is crazy.
All right, so up next, it's the live performance and also the question. How do Kindred keep their relationship fresh? We answer that next. It's PCLiveRadio.com and Burnt Toast and Coffee. Good morning. No commercials, baby.
Y'all are a symbol of black love for us, you know?
No, are we?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Yes, we look to y'all as much as falling apart as far as black love is concerned in the media. You know, y'all represent some realness. Y'all staying together, y'all working together. You know, people can't, couples can't work at Starbucks
just
together.
like you just said, you've been together for 17 years. There's so many people who don't get that shine. Who they don't see that. The only thing that you see is the people who break it up. The things, you know, going the wrong way. So it's just like, there's so many people out there really doing it, our moms and dads and different people out there in the community, and we just want to lift them up. We want to be a voice for those kinds of people so that they know that they exist and that we know that they exist and we see them. And we all just trying to be a mirror to each other. So we don't think of ourselves as a symbol. We're just doing us. We're just being who we are, trying to be the best that we can be. And if anybody sees any inspiration in that or any upliftment in that, then that's a beautiful thing. But we just trying to continue to be.
But we do embrace it. You know how your mama say, somebody say something nice, say thank you.
We're all across the globe. Let people know if they are now hearing you guys for the first time, how they can find you, follow you on Twitter, the Facebooks, and your next show. Where can they come see and support and pay the food that's being distributed on your tables while supporting your next concerts?
You can always go to www.kindredthefamilysoul.com. That will link you to everything Kindred. You know, we on Twitter, we on Facebook. I'm Kindred the Fam. She's Kindred the Wife. You know, we everywhere. We on the net. You know,
but this weekend we will be in Memphis and Nashville. So if you're
we got a worldwide audience. If you know them venues, shout them out.
We got to be at the Essence Fest this year. You know, we everywhere, man. We gonna be everywhere. I just got a call while we was here. What up, everybody? I'm Fatine.
And I'm Aja.
And we're Kindred the Family Soul. And you checking out Poochman's morning show, Burnt Toast and Coffee.
That's right, with the Warden and Sexy Sydney.
Yes.
On PCRadioLive.com.
Word up.
PCRadioLive.com.